Alright, how's everyone doing? I am Rich CELENZA. Thanks for checking out my channel. I actually forgot my headphones in the car, so hopefully this audio is going to be alright. If it's not, I'm sorry about that, but I'm getting ready to work out and I thought about something and I want to do a video on it. Usually, a lot of times I'm doing videos walking out of the gym, talking about things that I thought about in the gym or experienced, but in this case, it just hit me and I've been wanting to do a video on this subject and I kept forgetting to do it, so I want to make sure I do it before I work out and forget about it again. And what it is getting gym fatigue and learning to take like a week off of the gym when you've kind of fell into a rut or kind of gotten exhausted or burnt out, or even when you're not getting the results you want. If you're someone who's been working out for many years like myself, sometimes you just fall into a position where you're just burnt out. You're exhausted from many different things. It could be just doing certain routines, just not getting the results you want to get, going to the same gym maybe, seeing the same people, going to the same place. Whatever the case may be, you just start to burn out and you don't get the results you want. It also becomes very daunting, like going there, it's just not that exciting. It may be time to take some time off. Now, what I want to explain here is this is much different than if you're forced to take time off. So if you have an emergency come up and say you miss a few days or even a week, that's not what I'm talking about here. And I'm also not talking about going on a vacation, because a lot of times I believe when you're on vacation, you're ready a lot of times, very lazy. You're not doing a lot of things. You may be hanging out at the pool, hanging out at the beach. It may be a cruise. You're also a lot of times taking a lot of flights, which means you're sitting around a lot. So I wouldn't recommend necessarily taking a lot of workouts off when traveling. Actually, I kind of up it and I work out more when I'm on vacation than any other time, because one is I have more time and two is I have a lot more energy. So that's just something to think about. What I'm talking about is something where you're ready to take the time off and you dictate. So it's like you're like, all right, I'm kind of burnt out, man. I'm just tired. My muscles are tired. I am going to schedule to take a week off at this point in time, and you take it off and you accept taking it off. You don't accept anything else. And a lot of times that's hard for a lot of people that work out because we don't like taking days off, but you got to realize sometimes your body, I think, just needs that rest, even though you're not willing to admit it. And I promise you, most likely when you come back in a week, most of the time you'll either appreciate that you're back in the gym, and you'll also be refreshed. A lot of times I come back to the gym and I'm just a lot stronger. So these are things that I've gone through in my life. But listen, taking time off the gym, it's a good thing a lot of times. And especially if you work out a lot, 4, 5, 6 times a week like myself, your body just gets tired and it gets burnt out. And sometimes you just need to clear your head out. Sometimes you need to go experiment and try different exercises or different workouts, or maybe even take tours through different gyms, whatever the case may be. Go do it. Take a week off, clear your head up. Even if you want to do a certain project or something, it may be time to do that. Now, I don't do this a lot throughout the year. I actually haven't done this in a long time. But when I used to do it, which I'm going to be doing, I think, pretty soon, it's worked miracles for me. And a lot of times I come back, it's almost like I'm re-energized and I just have a lot more energy, even though you think, you know, you'd be a lot weaker because you haven't been working out. Quite the opposite for me. But the one thing I also would say, well, taking that week off is do not just become a lazy piece of shit laying around on a couch or doing nothing. I usually do something physical, which would either be walking a lot, or if I live in Orlando, so I may go to Epcot, I may go to a water park. I still do something where I'm getting blood flow, because I never want to stop doing that. So anyways, I talk a lot about this on my podcast too, the Rich CELENZA Show, WTF Are You Talking About? I'm also on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And just so we're clear, I'm not telling you to be lazy and get out of the gym, because I'm all about the intensity. I talk about it's not how much you work out, it's how intense your workouts really are. That's where you're going to get results. But I also believe a lot of times that you just need time off your body. You know, especially if you're playing a lot of sports, you need to give your body a rest. All right, well, I'm going to leave it there. If you get a chance, subscribe, take care, and I wish you nothing but the best. Oh yeah, one more thing before I forget. Strong Arm Sports. It's my buddy's brand. Love that guy.